Candidacies continues for a fourth day over in Pasay City. Among today's applicants are Manila Mayor Isko Moreno and his running mate, Dr. Willie Ong. The Cusi-led faction of PDP Laban is still without a standard bearer. This is after Senator Bongo opted for the vice presidential post and talks with a mystery substitute fell through. Government will begin its pilot vaccination of minors next week, beginning with adolescents with comorbidities. PHARMALLY Executive Mago does a 180 over at the lower house as she withdrew her initial testimony on substandard face shields. Mago says she was pressured to admit to tampering within PHARMALLY. Tropical depression Lannie is expected to bring moderate to heavy rains over the western Visayas and Mimaropa. Tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 is also up in several areas in Luzon and at least 8 provinces in the Visayas. Focused and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. More people aspiring for executive and legislative positions have submitted their COCs, including Manila Mayor Isko Moreno and his running mate, Dr. Willie Ong. Greg Gregorio joins us live from Pasay City for more updates. Greg, how many COCs has the COMELEC received so far?
Sean, halfway through the 8-day COC filing, the Commission on Elections has already received more than 100 of both certificates of candidacy and certificates of nomination and acceptance so far. In today's fourth day of filing, the COMELEC closed with 12 additional filed COC for President, including Manila Mayor Isko Moreno. This pushes the tally of presidential aspirant to 20 as of today. As for individuals seeking vice presidency, only 3 were additional filers so far, including Moreno's running mate, Dr. Willie Ong. With this, the COMELEC has now 7 vice presidential aspirants. For senatorial race, 39 individuals have filed their COC so far. 39th was Janet Jenny Tam, who, according to her, filed a COC because she felt a calling to help her fellow citizen. Meanwhile, 48 certificates of nomination and acceptance or CONA have been filed as of today from party lists. All in all, these are 114 filed COCs and CONAs for the national positions in the upcoming 2022 elections. Sean, the Commission on Elections expects more filers in the next 4 days, including prominent political entities who have previously announced their intent to run in the next elections, including Senator Ping Lacson, who is eyeing for presidency, Senate President Tito Soto, who is eyeing vice presidency, among others. Sean?
All right, thanks for that update and stay safe out there. Greg Gregorio reporting to us live from Pasay City. Senator Manny Pacquiao has been expelled from PDP Laban after he filed his presidential candidacy under another party. However, his faction says the move is legitimate. Pat Mangune with the report.
PDP Laban Group under Energy Secretary Alfonso Cusi remains without a presidential bet. This is after their nominee, Senator Bongo, filed his certificate of candidacy for vice president instead.
We respect the decision of our chairman, the president of the party, and we are happy with the replacement, Senator Bongo. And actually, wala naman nagbago and excited pa rin yung mga members.
The PDP Laban wing is now chasing an unnamed possible standard bearer who they say is definitely a party mate.
Siguradong magaling na tao ang magiging Pangulo at magtutuloy ng sinimulan ni Pangulong Duterte. Ako na ibig sabihin niyan, he is already or she is already a party mate.
However, this unnamed bet also declined their request, sending the group back to square one. The faction maintains that a Sara-Gov't tandem for the 2022 elections remains a speculation. Mayor Sara Duterte also recently filed for re-election in Davao City.
Papag-usapan namin, pero it doesn't necessarily say na siya na talaga. Pero if you're looking at possibilities, sabi ko nga, anything is possible under the sun. So those are all possibilities.
Presidential aspirant Senator Manny Pacquiao has also been kicked out of the party. Recall that Pacquiao filed his COC under PROMD party amid the rift in PDP laban.
We did not expel Senator Pacquiao. Siya yung nag-expel sa sarili niya. Kasi automatic yung expulsion, sabi ng batas ng konstitusyon namin. So siya nag-expel. Nino-notify lang namin siya. We are reminding him and notifying him na based on Article 6, Section 7, ikaw ay hindi na miyembro ng PDP.
But the Pacquiao camp insists no irregularities in the move since the two parties are in alliance.
Allowed ang PDP laban pumasok sa alliance agreement. Klaro yun. Pumasok kami MP3 Alliance, PDP laban, PROMD, People's Champ Movement.
They also believe that the Cusi wing will endorse an outsider for president.
Ang purpose lang naman nila manggulo sa isang grupo na seryoso ang kandidato pagka-presidente. Kasi meron nga silang secret agenda na ang gusto nila ay outsider ng partido.
The COMELEC says substitution can be filed until November 15 as long as the candidate belongs to the same party. Transferring to another party to qualify as a substitute is also allowed. For News 5, Patricia Mangune, we are One News.
We're pausing for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Stay with us. You are still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Formally pharmaceutical executive Crizel Mago has backtracked from her previous statements on the delivery of tampered face shields to the government. In today's congressional hearing, Mago said her admission in the Senate was given under pressure. She noted that expired face shields were immediately segregated before distribution. Mago also said she's ready to face perjury charges after her retraction. The formally executive is under House custody after going incommunicado with the Senate for a few days. And senators have fired back at Mago for flip-flopping on her testimony. Senator Franklin Drilon said that Mago's retraction does not hold any value since her initial statement was given under oath and with no trace of pressure. Meanwhile, Senators Risa Ontiveros and Kiko Pangilinan said a different person might be putting the pressure on Mago to withdraw her statement. In the weather, we have tropical depression Lannie now over Gihulngan in Negros Oriental. In its 5 p.m. bulletin, Pag-asa says moderate to heavy rains are likely to occur over Western Visayas and Mimaropa. Meanwhile, light to moderate rains are expected over Calabarzon, the Bicol region, and Mindanao. Pag-asa says Lannie could become a tropical storm by Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning. However, it is expected to leave the Philippine area of responsibility on Thursday. The State Weather Bureau has raised signal number 1 on the following areas as a result. Here's a quick look at today's other top stories. The Commission on Population says the Philippines will see slower population growth this year. The POPCOM expects the Philippine population to be at 110 million by year-end. That is up from 109 million in 2020. The 1.3% population growth this year is slower compared to the country's annual average growth of 2.3%. Pork barrel scam queen Janet Napoles has stressed again her ties to Senate Minority Leader Franklin Drilon. Napoles accused Drilon of asking for 5 million pesos from her as support for his senatorial bid back in 2010. This comes on the back of pronouncements from President Duterte last month, telling Drilon to explain his connection to Napoles. And the COVID-19 vaccination of minors are set to begin on October 15, with those between age 12 to 17 with comorbidities. The pilot inoculation will be taking place in 6 hospitals in Metro Manila. The program will eventually be expanded to other areas where at least 50% of the adult population have already received their shots. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.